Ahmed Shakani asks, "Hey Sam, I hope that you're doing well. This isn't completely related to 2022 applications, but I was wondering if you had any networking tips for someone who's currently in an internship. For me, it's at a hedge fund where I work in equity research, TMT. I want to make sure that I build my network so that when I recruit for internships, I can use my network to help me gain an IB internship. I'm a rising freshman, so I still have time in terms of recruiting, but I still want to get ahead as much as I can. Thank you very much for answering my question. I really appreciate it. Cool. So first of all, Ahmed, um, major props to you for doing an internship at a hedge fund before you've even started college. Like that's you're already way ahead of most people in your position, right? And to be honest, like I don't know how you got this internship. Like most firms won't hire high schoolers, and um, usually in my experience, if a firm does hire high schoolers, it's probably through some relationships, or maybe it's a family friend, or even a family member, or something like that. And hey, if that's how you got it, more power to you. Like nothing wrong with that, right? Just make sure that you like. Honestly, what I would be focusing on is um, making sure that you get the best experience possible out of that internship. Right now, I know this is not really what you asked, but I honestly think that as a rising freshman going into college, it's a little bit too early for you to be reaching out to bankers and trying to network with them. Like the reaction you're going to get from these bankers if you do that right now is going to be, why are you trying to network with us right now? You're way too early, right? Typically, bankers want to network with people that are about to recruit or currently recruiting, right? So right now, that would be the people who are rising juniors and they're recruiting for summer 2022, right? That doesn't mean that you can't do some of the foundational stuff that would help you be more effective with networking later on, though. Like, so for example, like I said, you do a good job at this hedge fund internship that you're at, um, it it's gonna give you more things to talk about, right? It's gonna give you more things to talk about in the future when you do have those networking conversations, right? It's very different if you can say, and I see your comment. You said actually got the internship through a program for first generation low income students who are interested in finance. That's awesome, man. Like props to you. Like especially coming from first gen low income, and just being out there hustling and trying to get a head start on things. Like you're doing all the right things, right? But coming back to what I was saying, like it's very like sometimes people put an internship on their resume. It's a good thing and a bad thing because when you get out there and you start networking with bankers or you start interviewing, um, it's good if you can speak intelligently about that experience. But it's a double-edged sword because it's bad if people start asking you questions about that internship and you don't have anything interesting to say, right? Especially if I see, like I can tell you as a banker, if I see an internship that you did prior to even entering college, a lot of people are going to be very skeptical and they're going to have the reaction that I just had, right? Which is that, oh yeah, like you probably got that internship through nepotism or something, and so you probably like, and we all know how those internships are. It's like you got through a relationship, you get in, and then you didn't even really do any real work, right? So, if anything, if you run into a more skeptical banker, they might actually give you more of a hard time or grow you a bit more about that internship. And I see this all the time where people put an internship on their resume or they kind of exaggerate a little bit on what they actually did. If you do that and a banker really wants to give you a hard time, like they will find a way to expose you, right? And if you get exposed, like your internship doesn't sound that impressive once you start talking about it. A lot of times it actually hurts you more than it helps you, right? So if I were you, what I would be focused on right now, as long as you're still in this internship this summer, is I would be putting 100% of my effort into just getting the best experience possible. Like, obviously, do all the work that they're asking you to do on the job, but like even beyond that, let's say you finish your work. Like a lot of times, I know interns like they finish their work and they just sit around because they don't know what else to do. Like you can go and ask for more work, right? Or if there isn't more work that they can give you, you can go on the shared drive where all of their files are saved. You can pull up a certain model for the project that you've been working on. Maybe you're probably not the one that's in charge of building the model because you're not skilled enough to do that yet, but that's nothing stopping you from saving down your own copy and then just like playing around with the model. You want to save down your own copy so that you don't mess up the master model because people are going to be super pissed at you if you do that. If you save down your own version of the model, you start playing around with it, start familiarizing yourself with it. just start looking at the PowerPoint presentations that were built, right? Start trying to understand, like read each slide carefully and understand the narrative that the more senior investment professionals are trying to build about whatever company it is that you guys are thinking about investing in. Like that's the stuff that you want to be doing so that later on, like you can, even if you weren't the one that built the model or built the presentation, you can almost like speak to it as if it's something that you worked on, right? And you don't have to say like you single-handedly working on it, but maybe you were the intern that helped out on the project. Like nobody's gonna know whether you did or not, as long as you can actually sound intelligent about it. Okay, so I know I didn't really actually answer the exact question that you asked, but that's honestly what I would do right now. Okay, and I would worry about networking later on, like maybe probably like I would say second semester of freshman year at the earliest, or maybe even like your freshman summer. Okay, because like most of the time, your junior summer internship process, like that application process, as of right now, like it moves earlier and earlier every year, so this could change. But as of right now, it's probably going to start. It has been starting around halfway through your sophomore year, right? So you just want to start really having those networking conversations, probably a few months before that, right? So hopefully that makes sense. Okay, Ahmed. And if you guys have more questions, feel free to drop them in the comments. Hey there, I hope you enjoyed this video. If you're looking for more customized advice that's tailored for your specific situation, then I invite you to book a free strategy session with our team at the link below. We'll talk to you soon.